Dear students,
Mm.
how are you all? Hopefully, all of you are fine. I'm Rumal De, lecturer BF Shankula Chattogram. Today, I am going to discuss a new chapter, Bioenergetics, Part 1. So, students, welcome to my presentation. First, bioenergy. Students, you know that always different types of biochemical reaction are occurring in our body. Some biochemical reaction actually produce energy, some biochemical reaction utilize energy. So, what will be the definition of bioenergy? The basic mechanism of production of energy and utilization of energy is called bioenergy. So, you know that sun is the main source of energy. So, actually, energy is stored in our body as ATP. What is the elaboration of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. You know that in our DNA, adenine is a basic nitrogenous base. So, when this adenine attached with ribose sugar, 5 carbon ribose sugar, then it produces adenosine. And this adenosine attached with 1 phosphate, then it is called AMP, that means adenosine monophosphate. When adenosine attached with 2 phosphate, then it is called adenosine diphosphate. When adenosine attached with 3 phosphate, then it is called adenosine triphosphate or ATP. So in AMP 1 phosphate group present, in ADP 2 phosphate group present, and in ATP 3 phosphate group present. Each and every bond of phosphate contain or store different amount of energy. So now in this figure you are seeing that actually ADP when attached with phosphate, then it produce ATP. When ATP degraded, then it produce ADP. So at the time of production of ATP, energy need to be provided, and when ATP break down, then energy release. So what is the definition of phosphorylation and dephosphorylation? Phosphorylation means the process of producing ATP with the help of ADP and inorganic phosphate. Then it is called phosphorylation. And when ATP break down into ADP and inorganic phosphate, then it is called dephosphorylation. These two questions are very important for your exam. So what is photophosphorylation? So you know that the process of formation of ATP is called phosphorylation. If the process occur in presence of light, so at that time it is called photophosphorylation. Then in each and every phosphate bond can store 7.3 kilocalorie energy. Now photosynthesis process. So here is a diagram. In this diagram you are seeing that this is the green plant. The leaf of the green plant receive carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, absorb water from the soil, and in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it produce oxygen, is produced mainly carbohydrate, and release oxygen as byproduct. So what will be the definition of photosynthesis? The process where green plant produce carbohydrate with the help of carbon dioxide and water, and in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. So this is the definition of photosynthesis, and this is the reaction. In this reaction you are seeing that when 6 molecule of carbon dioxide react with 12 molecule of water in presence of solar energy and chlorophyll, then it produce 1 molecule of carbohydrate, 6 molecule of water, and release 6 molecule of oxygen as byproduct. Now next question may arise, what is the main site for photosynthesis? You know that leaf is the main site for photosynthesis, mesophyll tissue of leaf. Now from where plant absorb water and receive carbon dioxide? You know that plant absorb water from soil and receive carbon dioxide from atmosphere. Then through which terrestrial plant absorb water? So you know that actually through root hair terrestrial plant absorb water. Now through which carbon dioxide enters into the leaf? Obviously through stomata. Then how does aquatic plant absorb carbon dioxide? So through whole body absorb dissolved carbon dioxide. You know that dissolved carbon dioxide mainly received by the aquatic plant through whole body. Now what is the amount of carbon dioxide in atmosphere and water. In atmosphere, the amount of carbon dioxide 0.03%, and in water, the amount of carbon dioxide is 0.3%. So you are seeing that the amount of carbon dioxide is more in water than to the atmosphere. So you know the carbon dioxide is a basic element or component for photosynthesis. So the rate of photosynthesis is higher in which plant? Obviously in aquatic plant, because in aquatic plant or in water the amount of carbon dioxide is more than to the atmosphere. Then next question, why does photosynthesis consider as oxidation reduction process? In this figure you are seeing that in photosynthesis how many reactors present? Two. One is carbon dioxide, another one is water. So in this process carbon dioxide mainly reduced to produce glucose and water oxidized to produce oxygen. So in the same process oxidation and reduction, both the processes are occurring. So for that reason photosynthesis considered as oxidation reduction process, because in this process water molecule oxidize and carbon dioxide become reduced. Then in 1905, Blackman divided photosynthesis into two phases. One is light dependent phase and another one is light independent phase. So you know that how many reactors present in photosynthesis? Obviously two. One is water, another one is carbon dioxide. So only in light dependent phase water molecule oxidized and produce ATP and NADPH2. Carbon dioxide never participate in light dependent phase. In light independent phase carbon dioxide become reduced with the help of ATP and NADPH2, যেটা এর আগে light dependent phase এ তৈরি হয়ে যায়. Now light dependent phase, so obviously light dependent phase, that means this phase depends on light. Then in this phase only water molecule participate and oxidized in this phase, and after this oxidation it produce ATP and NADPH2. Now how does ATP and NADPH2 are produced in this process? This is actually complex process. We'll try to discuss the details on these topics in your higher secondary level. So how does ATP and NADPH2 are produced? So first you know that at first solar energy is captured by chloroplast. Green plant যে লিফ আছে সেখানে ক্লোরোপ্লাস্ট আছে, সেখানে ক্লোরোপ্লাস্টের যে থাইলাকয়েড যে মেমব্রেন আছে এই থাইলাকয়েড মেমব্রেন মূলত সোলার এনার্জি ক্যাপচার করে। দেন solar energy is converted into chemical energy. Then by using this energy ADP react with inorganic phosphate and produces ATP, which is known as photophosphorylation. So this is the next point. You are seeing that ADP when react with inorganic phosphate then it produce ATP. So this is the first phase. Then water, you know that water molecule present, water molecule breaks down in this process which is called photolysis of water, and after photolysis of water hydrogen produces, oxygen produces and electron are produces. So you know that when water molecule break down then it produce protein, half molecule of oxygen and 2 electron. So by using this electron an NADP reduce into NADPH2. So in this process ATP and NADPH2 are produced. ATP produced by using solar energy, NADPH2 produced by breakdown of water molecule. So that's all about the light independent phase. Now ATP and NADPH2 are called assimilatory power. Then light independent phase, in this phase there is no need of presence of light. If light present it may be accepted. যদি লাইট থাকে সমস্যা নেই, বাট যদি না থাকে তাহলেও চলবে। So no light is directly required. Carbon dioxide reduced with the help of ATP and NADPH2 and produces carbohydrate. Light dependent phase যে ATP এবং NADPH2 তৈরি হয়েছিল সেটাকে ইউজ করে কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড রিডিউস হবে এই ফেজে। So carbon dioxide reduce into glucose in presence of ATP and NADPH2. So carbon dioxide reduction pathways are three types. One is Calvin cycle, Hess and Slack cycle and CAM cycle. অনেক সময় পরীক্ষা আসে what is the elaboration of CAM cycle? CAM cycle means cryosylation acid metabolism. Now Calvin cycle, the another name of this cycle is C3 cycle. It is mainly observed in dicot plane. It was first discovered by three scientists, Calvin, Bunsen and Basham. So another name of this cycle is CBB cycle. So in this process, first stable compound is 3-carbon phosphoglyceric acid. So the another name of this cycle is C3 cycle. Also, why does Calvin cycle considered as C3 cycle? Alice Calvin got Nobel Prize in 1961. Hassen-Slack cycle, it is mainly observed in monocot plane. Here some example: maize, sugarcane, some other plants except the previous one. Grass type plant, mutagas, amaranthus are the example of Hassen-Slack cycle. So first stable compound of this process is oxaloacetic acid, which contain mainly 4 carbons. So another name of this cycle is C4 cycle, discovered in 1966. Rate of photosynthesis high in C4 plant. Also porikya ashe in between C3 and C4 plant, which contain where the rate of photosynthesis is high. So obviously in C4 plant. আরেকটা প্রশ্ন আসতে পারে, write down the differences in between C3 and C4 cycle. Now role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. You know that the rate of photosynthesis depends on amount of chlorophyll. So because only chlorophyll can capture solar energy. If chlorophyll absent, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be decrease. Then the rate of photosynthesis depends on regeneration of chloroplast or components of chloroplast. So different components are required to be regenerated speedily for the maintenance of photosynthesis. Now too much chlorophyll is harmful. অনেক সময় দেখা যায় কি বেশি ক্লোরোফিল থাকলে সেটাও খারাপ, বিকজ too much chlorophyll creates a shortage of enzyme. As a result, photosynthesis rate slows down. Now rate of light in photosynthesis. You know that sunlight is the main source of energy. Sunlight helps to development of chlorophyll. So more chlorophyll produce, more photosynthesis occur. Now in presence of sunlight, stomata become open and carbon dioxide enters into leaf. Then carbon dioxide take part in photosynthesis. If sunlight absent, then stomata remain closed, so carbon dioxide cannot enter into the leaf, so photosynthesis will be hampered. Red, blue, orange and purple portion of visible spectrum is better for photosynthesis, but green and yellow color light decrease the rate of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis carried out oil in the wavelength in between 400 to 480 nanometer and 680 nanometer. And next point, if amount of light increase, then enzyme disintegrate. So when enzyme disintegrate, so the production of chlorophyll reduce and photosynthesis rate will also be reduced. Now factors of photosynthesis. You know that some external factors present, as for example light. Previous slide আমরা আলোচনা করেছি. Then carbon dioxide. You know that in atmosphere the amount of carbon dioxide is 0.03%, but plant can tolerate up to 1%. If the rate of carbon dioxide is high than to the 1%, then the rate of photosynthesis will start to decrease. Then temperature, optimum temperature 22 to 30 degrees centigrade. So it is the optimum temperature. So below or above this temperature, the rate of photosynthesis will be decreased. But in 0 degree centigrade temperature and above 45 degree centigrade temperature, the rate of photosynthesis will not be carried out. Now water, you know that for the reduction of carbon dioxide, the supply of proton is must. So you know that by degradation of water, proton are produced. If the amount of water decrease in photosynthesis process, then the rate of photosynthesis will also be decreased. Oxygen, if the amount of oxygen is highest in atmosphere, then the rate of photosynthesis decrease. Mineral salt, you know the nitrogen and magnesium is the basic component of chlorophyll. If there is any shortage of nitrogen and magnesium in the soil, so chlorophyll cannot produce properly, so the rate of photosynthesis will be decreased. So iron is also regulate the formation of chlorophyll. So the lack of iron, photosynthesis mainly will be hampered. Then chemical substance, some chemical substance, chloroform, hydrogen sulfide, methane, etc., or any other poisonous substance can decrease the photosynthesis process. Then internal factors. So internal factors, age and number of leaf. You know that young leaves and old leaves contain lowest amount of chlorophyll. So in young leaf and old leaf, the rate of photosynthesis is low. But in medium-aged leaf contain maximum amount of chlorophyll. So the rate of photosynthesis will be increased in medium-aged leaf. Then amount of carbohydrate. If the amount of carbohydrate will be increased in the leaf, then the rate of photosynthesis will be decreased. Now potassium acts as a catalyst. If there is any shortage of potassium, then the rate of photosynthesis will be hampered. Now different enzyme will also regulate the photosynthesis process. Now very important question, importance of photosynthesis. You know that food production for green plant produce their food by the process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis plays the important role for the production of food and carry on different physiological activities. Now in supplying food to living being, we are the living being, we cannot produce our own food directly or indirectly. We depends on green plant for our daily necessities. So green plant actually provides different types of food materials to us, which are mainly produced due to process of photosynthesis to maintain balance in between carbon dioxide and oxygen. You know that during photosynthesis, oxygen released in the environment. During respiration, animal take oxygen from the environment. So thus actually the balance in between carbon dioxide and oxygen are occurred. Now in atmosphere, the amount of carbon dioxide 0.033% and oxygen 20.95%. Now supply oxygen for respiration of animal. So during respiration, oxygen is a very basic component. For the oxidation of carbohydrate, oxygen need to be present. So actually during photosynthesis, oxygen are produced, which mainly supplied to the animal for respiration. Progress of human civilization, such as food, cloths, industrial materials, as for example nylon, rayon, paper, cellulose, timber, rubber, etc. are generally produced by the process of photosynthesis. Different medicine, quinine, morphine are generally isolated from the green plant, and actually due to presence of photosynthesis, green plant can survive, so we can get medicine. So that's all about the photosynthesis. So here is the assignment to you. Actually this is the stem. In this stem you are seeing that X ion react with water in presence of P and Q, then glucose produce and water produce and oxygen release as byproduct. Now this is the question, and I think you can write down the answer of all the question. যদি পরীক্ষায় প্রশ্ন আসে, আমি এখানে যা দিয়েছি এর বাইরে কোনো ইম্পর্টেন্ট প্রশ্ন নেই, প্রশ্ন আসলে এগুলাই আসবে ফটোসিনথেসিস থেকে। সো তুমি এই অ্যাসাইনমেন্টটা কমপ্লিট করলে ফটোসিনথেসিস থেকে যাই প্রশ্ন আসুক না কেন তুমি আনসার করতে পারবে। সো স্টুডেন্টস, থ্যাঙ্কস টু অল অফ ইউ। Stay home, stay safe.